Kind of reminds me of Offset standing next to Cardi B in that one photo, just kind of doing nothing. Also, most of them have pretty bad dance moves. Hey everybody, we are back. That figure skating show is back for our third season. Can you believe it? They let us do it a third time. Biggest season yet. It is the O season, the Olympics. And I'm finally back in the CBC studios. Dylan is not. He's off gallivanting in Vegas, raving, clearly.
I was on my way to Skate America. I got lost and ended up in a party. I was like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah, EDC, honestly, it's a better option than Skate America, to be honest. I'm kidding. It was an amazing event.
Tell the viewers that.
No, I'm kidding. Sorry. It was amazing. It was amazing. Some great skating that we are going to dive into. I'm also clearly channeling my raver energy. These pants are lit. You won't be able to see them for the rest of the show, but you got the sneak peek. All right.
You're welcome.
How are you doing, friend? I know we're supposed to be talking about skating, but I haven't seen your beautiful face.
I'm good, man. I miss you. I really enjoy those lights on your face.
Yes, they're blinding me, so I'm gonna take them off.
Oh.
So let's get right into it. Let's start off with the men's event. Quite surprising. The podium finishes. We have Vincent Zhou in first place, Shoma Uno in second, and Nathen Chen in third place. Nathan has not been defeated by anybody since the Olympics of 2018. What happened here?
Yeah, a lot of this event was won in the short program. The points that were awarded in the short really carried a lot of weight in terms of the overall results. Nathan struggling with his jumps, not something we usually see from him. And then Vincent and as well Jimmy Ma having near perfect performances. So the short program, you can't win it with the short, but you can lose it with the short. And this is kind of a perfect example of that. It was really interesting to see Vincent kind of come out looking almost like a completely different skater from last year.
Massive quad loops.
Just the confidence, the attack.
Yeah, Vincent coming off of a very disappointing Worlds last year, coming 25th, not even able to qualify for the free skate. He comes back this season, going to Nebelhorn, winning that handily, securing the third final spot for the U.S. team for the Olympics. Just, skating cleanly, but still has some stuff in the tank because, he got some quarter turns, some edge calls. But again, looking so confident in everything that he's doing. And even him, after the short program, was not expecting to be in first place ahead of Nathan Chen, the, king of figure skating right now.
He won the event convincingly. He was so good. He was in the zone.
Here we are, first putt of season 3. It was pretty good, actually. I loved it. That was great. Good job. You have been practicing in rare form already. Season 3. And you talked about Nathan, having a disastrous short program and coming out here for his free and, opening up with a quad loop, which he doesn't actually usually do ever, but he is planning on doing 6 quads for his free skate this Olympic season. It just shows the caliber of the men's event. He still completed 4 quads and looked so disappointed because, of course, the rest of the event didn't go his way. But everybody, he's just obviously been at the top. We know he's done this before at the Olympics in 2018, a disastrous short program, and then came out and won the long, finishing a 5th place. So it's not a place that we've never seen Nathan. It's just really uncommon. And like Vincent said in the interview after, it happens to the best of us, ice is slippery. And having men do a minimum of 4 quads like all over the event is just a testament to the level that Nathan has brought the men's event up to.
Yeah, and I would also say it's really interesting to see how both Shoma and Vincent kind of had some interesting skating last year. Shoma started the season really awkwardly almost and was going through coaching changes and, figuring himself out. Vincent had a really rough go last season, and they're both on the upswing, which is a lot easier to do. Nathan has been maintaining this unbeatable status for 3 years, and that's a really difficult place to be coming into the Olympics, going into the only competition he hasn't won a gold medal at. So it's going to be really interesting to see how these last 3 years of his success have factored into his wisdom and his experience and his ability to maintain that high level under this sort of pressure.
So let's also talk about our lone Canadian man, Nam Nguyen. Not an amazing outing, but good enough for him. It's our first view of Nam on the international scene. Had a pretty good free skate here. A few mistakes, landing a nice solid quad sow, little step outs here and there, but also skating to, was it Josh Groban, one of our don't skate to list. But I do love me some Nam, and you know, he was very vocal and upfront about the mental challenges he had during this pandemic season and how hard it was to motivate himself and get back into training. So really good to see him coming out here and have a solid-ish program, and excited to see him at, I think his next event will be the NHK Trophy, and see how he builds on that.
Yeah, you know, I also think it's pretty disappointing how many skaters did not consult our list of not to use music, because there was a lot. There was Phantom, there was like 4 Josh Grobans.
Josh Groban, I know this is not a piece of music, but it's just a person, but no more. Ugh, I don't want you to raise me up anywhere. Don't touch me. I just...
I may be exaggerating, but it felt like it. And, you know, like, we do all this work for you guys, and where's the respect? Where's the appreciation?
None. Absolutely none. It's disgusting.
Waste of breath. It's interesting to see where Nam is at, given the fact that there are only 2 spots for Canadian men at this season's Olympics, and there are 3+ very solid contenders for those spots. And so between him, Keegan, and Roman, which seem to be the front runners for those spots, it's going to be interesting to see how they try and prove themselves throughout the season leading up to nationals, where the team will be decided.
And of course, we will be seeing Keegan and Roman at Skate Canada next week. Also, Nathen Chen will be there. So we get to see Nathan 2 weeks in a row. So we'll see how they shape up. And just quickly, I want to say that Kevin Amos, who was, dazzling in the last Grand Prix season, had to pull out of this event, dealing with injuries all summer. And now seems to have re-injured his foot in the short program, and just wishing him a speedy recovery.
Okay, moving on to the pair. For the podium, we have Tarasova and Morozov in first, Miura Kihara in second, and Boykova and Kovlovsky in third. What an interesting podium. Let's start at the top. Tarasova and Morozov, I'm so happy to see them back on that top spot. I have been riding the roller coaster with them. You know, they're such an incredible team with so many just exquisite qualities in their tricks, their lines, their carriage, and they're always plagued with mistakes, small and big. I see something different. You know, they switched to a Terry this season, which I'm sure she's cracking the whip. You can kind of see it. They're skating with a lot more like attack, but also at the end of that free, not huge mistakes, a double in the first jump from her, and he kind of stepped out of the second of the 3-jump combo, but they looked really disappointed. Normally they finish a program with a couple of mistakes and they're kind of like, yeah, okay, not bad. She looks really upset. Clearly they have been working very hard to show their consistency is coming. And they're probably annoyed that they still have to wait another turn to prove it, but or they're scared. They could be scared.
Could be both. Yeah, absolutely. You could definitely hear a Thierry saying things like, you only have to land 4 jumps and 2 of them are a throw. So if my girls can do 7, what's your problem? Like, I could totally see that kind of conversation happening at the race. Yeah. And they're triples. They're not even a quad. What are you doing?
What's wrong with you? I have 8-year-olds doing quads. It's fine. It's fine. But all in all, love what they're doing this year. Yeah. I think both their programs will put them in contention for an Olympic gold medal should they skate clean. And the silver medal winners, Miura Kihara from Japan, they are the talk of the event. This is the story of the pair event for Skate America. Unbelievable. Like, night and day improvement.
Right off the bat, when you see them skating, you can see they have so much respect for each other, so much joy for the sport. respect for their coaches, respect for their craft. They're always smiling. Ryuichi's smile is so infectious. You cannot help but feel the joy in their skating. And you can even tell that they are kind of almost unaware of how good they are. Even in like press conference after, they're still like, we just wanted to come out and like, you know, show that we can do elements. We weren't thinking about coming here for a medal. And just a testament to their training and their champion quality. On one of their throws, I believe the second one, she fell right into the boards with a huge bang, and she gets up right away into their next element, a side-by-side jump, and just nails it like nothing happened. They are the team to watch for sure.
Touching on our Canadian team at the event, Evelyn Walsh and Trent Michaud, uncharacteristic event for them. They are normally a team known to be very consistent, and they really struggled with their technical elements in both the short program and the free program. I like their programs. I like their choreography. They've been maturing consistently over time, but you know, the pressure is on with only 2 spots. With the arrival of Vanessa James and Eric Radford into the mix, there's a lot more pressure. And so it's going to be very interesting to see how these teams handle that moving forward towards nationals and toward the Olympic team being named. Sliding on over into the dance event, we have the podium. In first place, Madison Hubbell and Zachary Donohue. Second place, fellow Americans Madison Chalk and Evan Bates. And in third, from Canada, Laurence Fournier-Baudry and Nicolas Sorensen.
So let's jump in right with our winners, Madison Hubbell and Zachary Donohue. This is their 4th Skate America win in a row. They did not want to give it up. This is also their last season together. This will be their final skating season, and what a way to start it off. Right away, in their rhythm dance, they skated to Rhythm Nation by If You Nasty, Miss Jackson, Miss Janet Jackson. I want to say that, like, because this is the kind of like hip hop blues year, there's a lot of dancing, and I find like also all the men are just wearing black pants, black shirt. They're pretty boring. Kind of reminds me of Offset standing next to Cardi B in that one photo, just kind of doing nothing. Also, most of them have pretty bad dance moves, except for Zach. Zach actually can keep it together. I give him like a 4 out of 5 Chris Brown stalking a woman in a music video. But I really like their execution in this rhythm dance. The judges were super harsh on everybody. No one got levels on anything. Apparently no seniors can do brackets or rockers or any kind of S-steps, formerly known as Choctaws. But nice, clean program. The free dance, beautiful, and inventive and so creative and just really pushing the boundaries. They open up with this beautiful straight line combo lift with an overhead. In ice dance, we aren't allowed to maintain overhead arm position. I think it's 3 seconds they're allowed to hold it for before you get a deduction. But utilizing and pushing the boundaries on what they can do. What a beautiful program coming out of Montreal. They are doing such great work over there. And of course, second place, Chalk and Bates, the Battle of the Madisons. It was tough.
The Battle of the Madisons.
The Battle of the Madisons. It happens every year. They're the top 2 teams in the world and in America. And it was really, really close. Only a point separating them in the overall result. I love Chalk and Bates' Billie Eilish program. Their free dance is very different for them. Daft Punk? Not Punked. This is not Ashton Kutcher. Daft Punk. They're not together anymore, so who cares? But they're doing some kind of intergalactic love story, extraterrestrial love. I don't know. Who am I to judge? It's different, but I'm actually really, really liking it. They start off with this beautiful straight line lift where she's very statuesque. He's just holding her by her shin and her ankle. It's a combo lift. It's an amazing wow factor. Yeah, the work coming out of Montreal is just fantastic. Laurence Fournier-Baudry and Nikolai Sorensen of Canada coming here, earning Canada a bronze medal. An amazing skate for them. The first Grand Prix medal that they've gotten since 2019, I believe, after finishing with 2 bronze medals in the Grand Prix. What'd you think, Del?
I think they're a strong team. They kept that free dance from last year. Always an interesting choice to keep something for an Olympic season. I guess you must be really connecting to it if that's the choice you want to make. But like you said, they missed a lot of time coming back from an injury, and they've been building. Excited to see what they do with it, with now having more mileage, more time to really sink into it. And as the season goes on, it'll be interesting to see where they take it.
So we are getting very, very close to our publishing time. So we are going to run through the women like Drano very quickly. That's fine. Okay, so in first place in the women's event here at Skate America, Alexandra Trusova. Second, Daria Usacheva. And third, Yu Young of Korea. So first of all, the women were absolutely spectacular here. Litany of clean programs. So let's start with Trusova.
So Trusova opens up with a massive quad lutz, arms over her head, skates clean, leaves out the rest of her quads. So she's been dealing with a foot injury. She's back with a Terry. There's so much drama in Russian skating. I can't keep up. But I would say that she's definitely looking more mature. I still feel like there's something that's still evolving, and without the quads, I don't know that her scores are that much higher ahead of Young Yu or Kaori or, these people who fly around the ice. They have strong skating skills. They're taking more time to connect to the music. I think she's improved. I just don't know that she's fully there based on the scores that she's receiving. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so I think she definitely showed maturity in her short program, but then that kind of went all out the window as soon as the free program happened. There was literally, we could have put on any kind of piece of music. It wouldn't have mattered. Crosscuts still choppy. Literally most of the program are crosscuts. Again, she was definitely focused on just skating clean. I do wish her a full and fast recovery because again, she can do 5 quads like we saw at the Russian test skates. So she's holding a lot back, and we'll see what she does for the rest of this Grand Prix season. So let's talk about the silver medalist, Daria Usacheva. This is her senior Grand Prix debut. At 15, she is showing the skating quality we would love to see from Alexandra Trusova. The Nissan Dorma for her free program was a little inspired, not super clean, but again, first time at the senior ranks, and she did amazing. Young Yu of Korea, talking about a hip injury that was kind of nagging her, didn't really see it here, was the only woman to try triple axel at this event. In the short, she goes down, but in the free program, she nails it as her first element and delivers an impassioned free skate to Les Mis, which, Les Mis, but it was amazing. I was there. I haven't seen her skate that passionately and cleanly since 4 Continents in her home country where she came second. Really happy for her. She was definitely a medal favorite here, and I'm glad that she came away with one of those. I can't do this, hold on.
So that was a party in Vegas. Skate America 2021 comes to a close. So does Electric Circus, which we dressed up for but never got to go to. But we still had a party. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching us. Make sure to subscribe. Click that subscribe button. All the likes, all the comments. Tell us what you think, and we will see you for Skate Canada.
Later, everybody.